Now we've looked at combat twice before, first for the 1.0 rule set and then second for the 2.0 rule set. There's been no changes in that, everything's still the exact same from 2.0 onward, but all that's been on paper. We've just looked at how the rules are written, what they mean, and reading through the moves, but this time we're actually gonna be going through an actual combat scenario. All roles willfully played by yours truly here because I couldn't record my actual game session on Tuesday and I forgot about it. So with that in mind, what's up everybody, my name is Chris and today we're gonna be going over a combat simulation of Avatar Legends, the role-playing game. If you guys are new to this channel or don't know anything about the Avatar Legends role-playing game, click that subscribe button, click that little bell icon to get notified for all future uploads, but also I have a full playlist explaining how to play this game, some of the more complicated mechanics, and some of the more nitty-gritty details that most people don't really touch on. So that being said, let's get into this combat scenario and see how it goes. Zuko walks through the front gates with 3 of his guards flanking him. He takes 2 steps in, launches firebolts to 2 of the guards' towers, lighting them on fire. The party's gonna see this as a slight against them and their friends. They're gonna charge headlong into this fight. We can't just hide here while he burns down this village looking for us. We're gonna stay in here, we're gonna fight him off. Called it. Now we're entering a combat exchange. NPCs get to pick their approaches first and you guys get to go yours next, alright? Now the players know that there are 3 soldiers plus Zuko, but what they don't know is I'm counting each of the soldiers not as individuals, but as a part of a single group. And as an upside, now I only have to deal with 2 actions, one for Zuko and one for the Fire Nation group, instead of having to deal with them individually. I'm attacking. I'm gonna be using defend and respond. I'm gonna be using evade and observe. Perfect. They've divided their actions accordingly. By dividing their actions this way, they actually have the chance that they can counter anything the NPCs throw at them. They don't know if these NPCs are gonna be attacking, defending, or maneuvering. So this way, with them each picking one of the 3, they have a solid counter no matter what they do. Anyways, they're both using attack strikes. What are you 3 doing? With defend and respond, I roll with my focus. So that is a 3 plus 1 for a total of 4, so that's a miss. But I'm gonna shift my balance once so I can use a basic technique, retaliate. Good choice. When the soldiers attack her, she's gonna be able to use the retaliation move, dealing an extra fatigue to the soldiers, bringing them 1 step closer to being taken down. Next up, the attackers. That's gonna consist of you, Sokka, Zuko, and the Fire Nation soldiers. What do you do next? I roll with passion, so I get a 12 plus 1, so 13. I'm gonna take 2 basic techniques. I'm gonna take my boomerang, I'm gonna throw it, hitting 2 of the soldiers with that 1 boomerang. Since they're strikes, I get to choose between fatigue, condition, or a status. I'm gonna choose a condition. Simple, but effective. Since players' actions happen first, that's gonna bring the Fire Nation soldiers' conditions down from 3 to 1. They only have 1 condition left till they're all knocked out. All right, that's gonna knock out 2 of the 3 Fire Nation soldiers, leaving just him and Zuko remaining. They're both gonna strike. The soldier's gonna be striking Katara, and Zuko's gonna be striking at Aang. That's gonna be 2 fatigue to both of you. And Katara, since you have retaliate up, they're actually gonna get 1 extra fatigue dealt to them. Next step is evading, right? Exactly, next are the evaders. All right, I get to clear 1 of my conditions and then roll with creativity or harmony, which I have a +2 with, so I'm gonna use harmony. That's a 6 plus 2, so an 8. I'm gonna use test balance. And since we've already fought Zuko and we know his principle, it should shift his balance, right? That is exactly right. Now Aang can actually discuss with Zuko, shift his balance, and see if he might get an ally. Perfect, all right, I ask him, Zuko, I know you're looking for me, but why are you hurting these people? I'm trying to get him to leave the people alone and focus on us, not burn the place down. That'll shift his balance away from honor, make him start questioning the things he's doing in this exact moment. Zuko looks around the battlefield and sees that he's losing this fight. His soldiers have been knocked down and he has 1 man remaining who's trying to drag his friends away. He looks at them, commands them back to the ship, and starts following behind them, laying down suppressing fire. He makes eye contact with you, Aang, and says nothing, but leaves you alone. Do you guys want to do anything else? That's the end of this exchange. If they want to continue on, they can pursue this fight further, but Zuko and the NPCs are not going to keep this fight going unless they want to. Now that it's just Zuko and 1 other soldier, I'm going to use my waterbending to try to put out the fires before they spread to other buildings. Well, if Zuko and the soldiers are running away and she's putting out the fires, I'm going to try to help the townsfolk find anybody who's missing or try to help any wounded people. Now, those 2 out of the fight, it's going to be down to Aang to make his decision. If he wants to pursue Zuko, he could potentially shift his balance even more, or he might be able to knock him out, but that's up to him to decide. I'm gonna let them go and I'm not gonna push this fight. But what I will do is I'm gonna use my airbending and kind of push back the debris and try to make the fire stay more contained while Katara's putting it out. All right, well then this combat encounter is over. With the players not wanting to pursue and the NPCs not having any reason to keep this fight going, that combat encounter is over. It's done, and the same thing would have happened even if they would have maxed out their fatigue and their conditions. The NPCs or the players would have just been knocked out at that point. The combat will end the exact same way that way. Now with combat over, let's get back to regular gameplay, or in this case, the rest of the video. And just like that, our hero survived, and that was the combat system for Avatar Legends, the role-playing game played out in a actual play esque scenario. And with that in mind, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider clicking that subscribe button, that little bell icon to get notified for my video uploads. I have a playlist full of Avatar Legends content that you guys genuinely might enjoy. And if you guys have any questions regarding Avatar Legends or this combat system in general, let me know in the comments down below and I'll be sure to check those out. And a very big thank you to all my wonderful patrons. You guys are the reason I'm able to do this channel. And a massive thank you to my top tier patrons, Corey H, Amaldine Shepard, Rutana, Elizabeth S, Connor, Kendall, Ethan, Hunley, and Evan A. Those were the top tier patrons for my Patreon. If you're still watching watching this video miraculously, first off, thank you, thank you. If you want to check out more behind the scenes content or some exclusive stuff that only patrons get to see, consider subscribing to my Patreon. Thank you all again, and I'll see you in the next video. Later, everyone.